by the window on a cold and cloudy day. When I saw that,
I was just coming along the road there from home to get away to cut hedges, and here isn't J.D. Townley cutting maize in this field here. So there's your corn cobs there. And there's the cob there, stripped. Now when you're taking the first run round the field with the harvester, you tow the trailer behind you because you can't blow it into a tractor or it would have to be driving over the crop and flatten everything. So that tractor trailer there is actually on the roadside, and he was able to blow some into it as this trailer was nearly full. So we'll hitch this off now. So that was the first run around the field, so he's just hitching the trailer off now. It'll be side filling. There's Mr. Fox. Now they're up at the top of the hill here, so what's going to happen? One tractor's on this side of the hedge because he's doing the head rig, so he's going to blow it just into the trailer in this field. So we're getting a wee shunt here. That's him. Dusty's given the orders, and that's him coming back now. Now when the seeds originally planted, it's under this sheet of plastic, but as you can see it is deteriorated there, and the sunlight gets at that and works it. The rays break it down, but it's obviously been in the shelter, that one there, and hasn't deteriorated, but now that it's cut. When I was photographing Townley at the silage there, I just was totally unawares. I only had the iPad with me and the battery was near flat on, and it ran out before it got finished. So here's our corn on the cob. To let you see close up, it comes in that little leaves round it. And we peel it back, and there's your whole cob. It's obviously for animal feed, this, but I'm not sure, it's probably alright. I'll get Barbara to cook it up and we'll try it, and if Barbara has a moustache in the morning, I'll know we shouldn't have done it. So there you are, that's the cobs. And here's a little sign I did maybe 15 years ago, I would say, maybe more. And it's needing repainted and redone, but that acid etch paint that I use, boy, it is hard to get off. I've had to take the burning torch to burn it off. I'm back with this sign again, and boy, it's given me a headache. This is the third time that I have had the blowtorch on it. Now, it's galvanised, this sign, so you don't want damaging the galvanising, overheating it, and yet you want to get that paint off, but that paint is wicked hard to get off. There was an acid etch in it, and boy, it is stuck on. So I'm giving it a run with the angle grinder and a brass brush on it here, softer than the iron one, and then I'll have to give it another go with a blowtorch. That'll be the fourth go. Some of these signs were, you see some local ones now. I was noticing as I was driving by in the tractor. Some of the, I take it they're English ones, they're not galvanised, they're only up hardly a year and they're rotten already. Rust running out of them. So galvanising is the job, but boy, it's expensive. It's lifted off well here, but boy, can I get it to lift nicely. But anyway, on an old-fashioned kind of sign like that, like wrought iron, you don't want it smooth. You want it that old look with it, and just a few ripples, wrinkles is good. And anyway, where your galvanising is, you get wee runs when that's hung up with the molten zinc to dry on it. You get wee runs and things, so you can't get a perfectly smooth surface anyway. Now I'm just on my way down to Quinton to cut some more hedges, but look what's on the beach here after last night's lightning display and lashing rain. She has washed in off her mooring. Look how the seaweed builds up on the beaches here, and the boys would have been down a generation or so ago with the horses and carts to get this gathered up and spread out on the ground. And I should have said this is Cloughy Beach. Now, the important thing when you're working on a hill like this is to be saved, because you could be an eternity very quick. That's a joke with a jibe, by the way. Now the cattle are just in this field and they're just about to get to my iPad and the tripod out in the field here. So I'm going to have to stop here and chase them away. The important thing is be very careful and don't go across hills. Keep straight up and down. I take 2 runs in this, one to take it down a couple of feet so that I can see if there's any stones or anything in where I'm working. But you don't want to knock the feet off at £30 every foot. And then the second run you can take it down a lot lower. Now, I was cutting hedges for one of the mason boys down at Portaferry, and he pulled up in the van, he pulled a bag of stuff out, and I says, what's that? He says, it's a product for putting on your grass, makes your grass grow. So I ordered some, it comes from down south, it's called supersoil. So this is a wee experiment that I'm going to do, it's all full of catchy phrases like the world's best fertiliser. But we'll see what it does. I'll do a little read for you in the back. This 1 kilogram pouch contains 1 million supersoil microbes that work like magic in the soil. Also contains powerful booster, growth booster. That's the equivalent of 20 tons of organic compost. Simply add water to the product and using a crop sprayer, or you can even drench with a watering can if you're doing gardening products. So it says supersoil can be applied at any time of the year. After dilution, every single drop contains millions of powerful microbes that double in every hour. Once they start working, they never stop. So it's a wee bit like the bugs you put on the silage, I think. So I haven't opened it yet. The Martin boys were coming to spray it for me, and then we got that thunder, lightning and heavy rain. So but it doesn't matter. I think you can put it on whether it's wet or not, because it's not actually going on the leaf, it's going down into the soil structure, and it works in there and creates humus, is what it says. So it also claims that if you're using it, it greatly reduces the need for lime on your ground. So that would be an interesting little experiment I'm going to do. 1 packet here is a kilo. It goes into 1,000 litres of water into your sprayer and you spray it on. Now it's totally organic. It doesn't do any harm to anything. You can spray it on any time of year. Obviously it would be better in the growing season, but I'm putting it in anyway just to see how it regulates, because below the hedgerows there's a row of trees down there. The grass always seems to be a little sour on it, so it'll be an interesting wee experiment to try this out. But as I haven't got a sprayer, we'll have to wait for the weather to dry a little before we'll put it on. But as I say, it doesn't go on the leaf, it goes straight down into the ground, so maybe I'm wrong in thinking that you have to spray when it's dry, but anyway. Hey, what's going on there? So, this is a little experiment. It'll probably take a season, a year or two to try it out to see if it's actually as good as what it says. But it's £260 for a kilo, but that does 10 acres, so that's about 20 something pounds per acre. And it'll be interesting to see what it actually does. So we'll keep you updated on that. And hopefully we'll have that sign finished next week. And sign written up as well. This is my little ewe lambs here behind us. The rams in with them. So there's 1 or 2 covered there, I see already. Okay folks. Toodle pip.
sheep.